This year's most important artificial intelligence innovation was not developed by OpenAI, Google, Anthropic, or xAI. This arrived from a food delivery service. Meituan, China's largest local service platform for delivery and tasks, is the creator of LongCat 2.0. Beyond simple food delivery, this firm quietly spent years engineering frontier AI models, highly advanced artificial intelligence systems, and their latest release is now capturing the attention of the entire AI community. LongCat 2.0 uses a mixture of experts design, meaning it has 1.6 trillion total parameters, but activates just 48 billion per token. The 1 million token context window, or AI memory, produced surprises here. The creators state that this model was trained on over 50,000 Chinese AI chips, completely bypassing NVIDIA graphics cards. If accurate, this marks a major breakthrough for training or teaching large-scale AI, and more follows. LongCat 2.0 utilizes multiple AI models or systems. This tool easily creates images, generates videos, acts as a coding assistant, and more. We must consider whether a food delivery giant can actually challenge OpenAI, Anthropic, and Gemini, the world's leading artificial intelligence companies. Today, I will ignore promotional hype and synthetic performance tests to see real results. I'll personally run tests on LongCat 2.0. We will examine the full documentation and then build this entire system from the ground up to verify its actual performance. I will conduct an unbiased evaluation of this product. To test this software, visit the longcat.ai website, where it is available for free. Before we start our actual testing, let's first review the official documentation to understand the model's architecture, training process, and key features. With 1.6 trillion parameters, 48 billion activate per token across its million-word memory. First, let's also review this benchmark, which is a performance test. We're evaluating terminal command line tests, SWE engineering metrics, and other benchmarks. It already rivals AI tools Claude and ChatGPT across most benchmarks or standardized tests. This AI already outperforms Gemini on most benchmarks or standard tests. I find it particularly interesting that out of a massive 1.6 trillion total parameters, only 48 billion are actually active for each individual token processed. Each query only activates a subset of the parameters. Attempting to run this entire 1.6 trillion parameter model will completely exhaust your API token limit after just a single request. It only brings in the specific experts needed. With 48 billion active parameters, the model is only utilizing 3% of its total parameter count. Envision 10 master instructors at one academy. Most of these instructors are highly specialized in their own fields. Following this, a student asks a financial question. Asking all 10 teacher models to resolve the student's query consumes far more tokens, which are the processed units of text. This specific method is slower, requires more processing power, and costs more. It takes a different approach, though. Within this field, finance primarily centers on mathematical calculations and core financial principles. LongCat only contacts the 2 or 3 most relevant subject matter experts or specialists. This method improves results and speeds up processing while lowering costs, computation, processing power, and tokens or data units. If your question involves finance, why must it trigger compliance, which means following mandatory legal rules? This is why only 48 billion parameters or settings activate per token. Surprisingly, OpenAI and Anthropic train models using powerful NVIDIA GPU chips. Still, the developer claimed LongCat trains, meaning learns, without NVIDIA GPUs. The big story everyone is talking about is the use of 50,000 Chinese AI accelerators to train this model. Scaling AI models and clusters, or server groups, creates significant system-level infrastructure challenges. By systematically optimizing the system, we resolve this issue, boosting training throughput by over 35% while increasing stability compared to the default setup. It is incredibly challenging to ensure stable training and efficient inference when scaling massive trillion-parameter models to handle million-token context windows, especially when HBM, or fast memory, is limited. It also happens to be very affordable. If you are a student trying to learn, the complimentary tier offers ample features for all your needs. This AI handles more than simple conversation. We will focus on 6 main features. Reasoning and searching happen most often. This function is standard across most AI. The AI's image and video generation, or visual creation, is also impressive. Most of you have likely noticed that the deep research features, or advanced analysis tools, in Claude and DeepSeek are excellent. First, use the deep research feature, an automated investigation tool in LongCat 2.0, to discover the actual face behind this technology. Additionally, you can contact the support agent or representative directly via voice call. I'm unsure if its API, the software connector, is accessible. The introduction states the API, or software bridge, arrives soon, despite currently showing a failed data request message. This error message is basically a perfect summary of this software model. I have found 5 distinct features or special qualities which feel unique. First, it features 1.6 trillion total parameters, activating 48 billion per token. Training uses 50,000 Chinese AI accelerators, or chips. The NVIDIA card wasn't utilized. This open-source model, or publicly shared software, provides image generation, video generation, deep research, coding, and a current experimental developer lab workspace. I requested the creation of a finished Flappy Bird game within a single HTML document. Here is why I chose Flappy Bird. Unlike common games like Ludo, Snake, or chess, Flappy Bird is actually quite unique, and its mechanics, or rules, are complex. Avoid external libraries, meaning outside code, in one HTML web page and add a sound effect. Use the Web Audio API, a browser sound engine with scorekeeping, resets, and mobile support. The AI generates the source code, the game's instructions, which I'll copy. Notice how the complete source code, or programming instructions, will be generated within this single file as required. Lastly, the script explains the feature implementation, or specific functionality. After pasting the code, notice that despite my lack of gameplay skills, the audio triggers, meaning sound effects, and score counter display perfectly, making this project feel exactly like a real game. I've never tried this genre or category, but the game is fantastic. I find these gameplay mechanics, or rules, somewhat intricate here. I sense this engine builds a fantastic game. Next, I will input a prompt, a specific text instruction to generate an ultra-realistic or lifelike image of a luxury watch. And the software will produce a stunning result that I really like. Next, we will also explore another functionality or tool within this software. I appreciate this AI image feature. Notice how I generated, or digitally created, another luxury watch image. This frame offers significantly higher fidelity, meaning visual accuracy, than the previous. Still, both images provide high quality. Next, I entered a prompt, or text instruction, for a miniature robot repairing a mechanical luxury. It's also impressive. One drawback is the watermark, a visible logo this AI or smart software adds. After examining every capture, this particular frame clearly stands out as the best. Next, we will also generate video from this static image. Let's observe. Can we turn this still into video? Now we will test its capabilities. Having 4 variations, or different versions, is better than 1. Please wait for rendering, which creates your video. Rendering or generating the video takes about 5 to 10 minutes, and you receive a daily quota, a usage allowance, of 10 to 15 videos, which is a generous limit that no other free plan currently available offers. To test its 3D capability, I entered a simple prompt, or text instruction, for a spinning Earth 3D visualization. Writing just 100 to 150 lines of code, or instructions, generates this 3D rotating Earth visualization. Next, transfer this snippet, a small piece of code, and insert it here. Then, save to see that the script, or program, spans nearly 100 lines. This renders a flawless 3D world model. This unit offers continuous rotation, meaning steady spinning, which I also like. Furthermore, I have already rendered, or finalized, a sample video, which I will now play for you. Observe the high-quality video without any prompts or instructions. Simply enter a prompt, a text command, to convert this image into video. Software will render or process this video as you all recognize. Results rely on the data provided. To get the best output, or results, you must provide high-quality data input. Next, I will input a prompt, or text instruction, to generate a video of an astronaut cycling through a futuristic Tokyo street during heavy rainfall, which is also good. I believe this is Japanese kanji, or characters, found on streets. This covers astronauts, cycling, and even heavy rainfall. Since I am using this microphone to record, I cannot demonstrate voice calls here, but you can easily make them yourself. This straightforward conversation connects you with the AI agent, just like a standard voice or video call. I'll provide the assignments and comprehensive documentation. I have already tried this deep research feature, an intensive search tool. Does it perform as perfectly as Claude and DeepSeek? You are currently an enrolled or registered student. It is not a problem if you cannot afford to pay. Many open-source models, which are publicly shared AI systems, offer generous free usage limits for you. And that completes our lesson for today.